As everybody knows by now, you've probably heard Halo Infinite has been delayed. Now, if you haven't been in the loop, you probably didn't think too much of this, but if you've been following all the rumors and leaks, this really isn't a shocker because there's a lot going wrong right now with this game. So I want you to keep in mind going forward, I am one of the biggest Halo fans out there, and I am looking forward to Halo Infinite. But I want to be honest with everybody and be honest with each other. It's in serious trouble right now, and I want to talk about it. What is up, everybody? Chaos here. Welcome to Chaos Gaming. If you're a Halo fan, I need you to drop a like. I need you to turn on those notifications, and I need you to leave a positive comment for the support and the positive vibes for this game to get back on track and be what all of us want it to be. Also, this month's giveaway is for your choice of a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. All you have to do to enter is drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment with your Twitter handle so we can get hold of you telling me which one you want. The winner is picked at the end of the month. Good luck. Good luck on the console giveaway. Now, Halo Infinite is the first mainline Halo game since Halo 5 launched back in 2015. 5 years, guys. Halo 5, it wasn't received very well. It was actually ripped apart. The story wasn't any good, the lack of Master Chief in it, extreme changes to the gameplay, complete lack of content, bugs, it goes on and on. Before Halo 5, 343 Industries launched the Master Chief Collection, which was one of the biggest flops in gaming history when it launched. It was completely unplayable for almost a year, and it wasn't until very recently that they actually truly started fixing it. 4 years ago, actually. Yeah, that's wrong. Now, what I'm trying to get across is 343 is directly responsible for the Halo brand going through the Xbox One era. The changes they made to the formula mixed with a lot of unreliability with game stability led to the Halo franchise just not being trustworthy for fans anymore. I know a lot of people liked Halo 5, but nobody can deny that it didn't feel exactly like a Halo game. So, we come to Halo Infinite. It is attempting to bridge the gap between the old and new. You've got the slower movement, more open levels like the classic Halo, but you've still got sprint and a grapple hook like newer Halo. However, let's talk about this gameplay demo. Some people didn't like it. There's no two ways about it. People didn't like it. The textures, they were low quality. The animations seemed stiff, and there was a constant pop-up in the environments. Now, this looked like a game in beta, or maybe even alpha, or a finished product from the Xbox 360 days. This was not a good representation of what Microsoft is calling the strongest console ever. It also didn't help things that after the presentation, it was revealed that the demo wasn't even running on the Series X. Microsoft was running that demo on a PC. So that demo wasn't even a proper representation of what the Xbox Series X is capable of, and needless to say, people weren't happy. They weren't. It was a bait and switch and they didn't like it. It didn't take long for the internet to start ripping the graphics to pieces. Memes everywhere. Throughout all of this, Microsoft and 343 stayed mostly silent about the whole thing. So why does the game look like this? Well, because of the Xbox One. Halo Infinite was to launch on the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, and the PC. Now, the Series X and the PC surely aren't going to have any issues looking really good, but the Xbox One was famously underpowered, and Microsoft was said they're targeting 60 FPS on all platforms. This means the next-gen Halo game from 2020 or 2021 has to run at 60 FPS on an underpowered console from 2013. I don't think that's a good idea. Now, I know they've been trying to bridge that gap between old consoles and new consoles, but the fact is, this game has to run on the old system, and that's holding it back. In fact, you can bookmark this video. I wouldn't be shocked at all if the Xbox One version of Halo Infinite is canceled outright, so the teams can really crank up the graphics on the Series X and the PC versions. Remember back to Call of Duty Ghost, and they had to make it for the current gen and the next gen, and you didn't get to see the full capability on the next gen because there were so many assets being put in the current gen. This is the exact same situation. Just cancel it. Throw it on the next gen and put everything you have at it. Now, I don't think the game is ugly at all, but it didn't look next gen, and that's the biggest issue people are having right now. It's been in development for 5 years, almost 5 years. It was going to be a launch title for the Xbox Series X, which is supposed to be the most powerful console ever made. And this is what they showed. Microsoft delaying Halo Infinite is a good thing for the game, but it's also a horrible thing for the console launch. This means that on launch day, Microsoft isn't going to have any new first-party IPs. The Series X is going to have a massive library of games on launch day thanks to all the third-party support and backwards compatibility, but as for the big killer app, there isn't one. No heavy hitter. Now, I appreciate Microsoft delaying the game in order to make it the best it can be, but does this mean that they're going to delay the console as well. Honestly, they could. I doubt they're going to, but they could. More time to polish your product is never a bad thing, and I think we all know the Xbox One probably could have used a little more time in the oven. Now, it's unclear what exactly 343 is doing with this newly extended development time. Surely they're going to be touching up the graphics and textures, but if the game is still going to be coming out on the Xbox One, there's only so much you can do. It's a console, it's tech from 2013. The Xbox One port of Halo Infinite needs to either be outsourced to a third party or just cancel it. If they outsource it, it means that 343 can go nuts with the Series X and the PC versions, kind of like Sledgehammer did with Advanced Warfare all those years ago. Now, it obviously wouldn't be a good look if the Xbox One version was canceled outright, but I mean, do you guys see what I'm getting at here? Microsoft's insistence on getting this game running on the most underpowered console of the last decade at 60 FPS could seriously hold back the potential for all the other platforms. I think something needs to change behind the scenes, or else none of the major problems are going to get fixed. You guys let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm a Halo fan from the very beginning. The very first game I ever played on the original Xbox, I pre-ordered that thing 6 months in advance. The day I got home that night, I turned it on, and I played through the entire campaign of Halo Combat Evolved. It's part of my gaming history. I love the storyline. I love the lore. I love the Halo universe. I want Halo Infinite to be so good. I want it to be, trust me, I want it to be good in all aspects. And the fact that it's been delayed is a good thing. Is it a bummer? Yes, but I'd rather it come out and be ready for us to enjoy it as opposed to it come out broken and then they have to fix it over time, which has kind of become the normal when it comes to gaming development. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think Halo's in trouble? Do you think this is a big misstep from Microsoft when it comes to their launch killer title? It could be. We'll have to wait and see. I know an Xbox Series X bundled with Halo Infinite is going to sound a lot better than an Xbox Series X not bundled with it. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you guys drop a like and turn your notifications on. And there are other videos up on the screen right now. Pick one of those, and I'll see you over there.